As an Australian living in China, there's always been one question quietly living in my brain. What would Kangaroo, cooked Chinese barbecue style, actually taste like? Well, today I find out. Plus, I found crocodile at the butcher, so we're throwing that on the barbie too. Also, stay tuned for the moment I try my hand at tofu pudding creme brulee, featuring Dad's collection of blowtorches. Good lord, today is chaos, but you're in for a lot of fun. So get comfy, grab snacks, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. Hello, and welcome to another Chinese food adventure, and welcome back to Sydney. I'm here with Mom. Hello. I'm actually home for the holidays, and I didn't come alone. So unfortunately, Dirk wasn't able to join me on this trip. He's currently saving up his holidays because his parents are coming to China for the first time in about a month or so. I cannot wait to share that experience with you guys. But who was able to join me is one of your favorite friends of the channel, Jasmine.
Hello, Sydney.
It's been so nice having Jasmine here for the holidays.
Thank you so much for having me here for Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, you got to meet the whole family.
Yes.
We had 35 people at our house a few days ago.
I love socializing.
So here at Christmas, of course, we're also challenging Jasmine. We've got some blue cheese here.
I was encouraging myself for that and preparing myself all for that. And your dad was like, come on, have you seen Jasmine on Amy's channel? Like, she's ripping out the rabbit's head.
So you had the blue cheese?
Yeah.
And you like it?
I didn't like it, but it was okay for me.
Yeah.
It was okay to taste.
It was a trip full of culture shocks for Jasmine. I mean, every single restaurant we go to, Jasmine's looking for the QR code. Jasmine was very excited. What have we just found?
The first QR code I found it.
And even a few culture shocks for me. It's been really interesting showing Jasmine around because I've learned that the way that we research for trips is quite different. So whenever I'm going anywhere, I'm always looking for the best food spots. I put a lot of effort into it. And Jasmine has put the same amount of effort, but finding the best photo spots. And these photo spots in Sydney, I did not know about. We're currently at Circular Quay, which apparently on the Chinese socials is famous for being the most beautiful train station in the Southern Hemisphere. I took Jasmine around Sydney. I showed her the sights.
You know where we should take Jasmine?
Where?
We should take Jasmine to the oldest house in Australia and see if we can really impress her with our oldest house.
Oh, so this is it.
This is it. Impressive?
Impressive.
Yeah.
It's contemporary in China.
Of course, showed us some Australian food. We've brought Jasmine to the Australian Hotel. It's like the most Australian place you can imagine. And they have some very interesting pizzas that I've never tried that I've been wanting to try. For example, a crocodile pizza.
I had crocodile twice before, and it's got a little bit of an after effect that you might want to know about or might not want to know about. But the next day, it's not like Chongqing hot pot where next day you have a burn. The next day you have maybe a smell.
For something that apparently produces lethal farts, the taste of crocodile is surprisingly mild. The crocodile doesn't give you much. It's kind of like a chicken. We also ordered this pizza with kangaroo and emu on it. It's called coat of arms pizza because, well, it's the animals on Australia's coat of arms on a pizza. I feel like this is something that my Chinese friends would find quite shocking. The idea that us Australians are actually eating the animals that are on our coat of arms. I mean, it would be unthinkable for a Chinese person to think of eating panda, for example. I mean, wow. But don't worry, there are so many kangaroos in Australia. There's actually more kangaroos than people. So it's actually quite widespread to find kangaroo at your local supermarket, which is actually what we're on our way to go and get. Spoiler alert. The reason that Australians aren't necessarily cooking kangaroo all the time is it's not the easiest to cook with, right?
It's not easy to cook with.
It's a bit tough and a bit gamey. They're very athletic animals, so it's all muscles that have done a lot of work.
So that brings us to the meat of today's video, pun intended. I want to make kangaroo xiaokao Chinese style because I feel like with the kangaroo, we've even got like a Chinese barbecue at home. I want to put it with some cumin and that chili spice. I feel like it would go really well, but Mum doesn't agree.
I don't agree. I love the xiaokao spice. I just don't think it's right with kangaroo. Kangaroo needs something a bit sweeter, a little bit more tangy.
So in today's video, Mum and I are going head to head with our kangaroo xiaokao. I'm going the typical cumin spice route. Mum's doing sweet and sour kangaroo. And Dad will be the judge. To buy kangaroo, we're just heading to our local supermarket. How appropriate. Right above the Peking duck breasts, we have the kangaroo section. And what's the price looking like?
The price is...
Oh, $10.
It's quite cheap. It's $25 a kilo for the steak.
When you compare that to the price of beef steaks these days, $65 to $75 a kilo, wow, kangaroo's a bargain.
It's actually a very, very healthy meat. It's high in protein, low in fat, very good value.
So just like that, we've secured our kangaroo.
And I thought while we're on the topic of this Australian-Chinese fusion, why not take it one step further? We need a dessert after all, and I can't get the Bing Dou Hua I had in Chengdu out of my mind. Kind of like Chengdu's answer to creme brulee or like a creme caramel, but it
yummy.
has tofu. So I thought, why not pick up some silken tofu and make like a creme brulee?
Creme brulee, why not?
Why not? Probably one of the more eclectic trolleys I've had. Kangaroo and tofu. How are you planning to make your sweet and sour sauce, Mum?
Well, an authentic recipe handed down through generations down my Polish side. The main two ingredients, we've got pineapple juice and of course apple cider vinegar.
Oh, not too sure about this, Mom.
Just walking through the snack section, and when Jasmine was here, we actually showed her some typical Australian snacks, and it was really hilarious to see her reaction.
This is Dad's favourite chips. I'm pretty sure this is Australian.
They were invented in Melbourne by a Melbourne businessman in the 1950s.
Oh, that we have similar ones in China.
Yeah?
Do I guess the flavor, or I can just know it?
It's cheese
it's
flavor. It's nothing too crazy.
So for Chinese chips or anything, we have like 小龙虾 flavor, 担担面 flavor, 火锅 flavor. That's okay for me. I would love to have it like while watching World Cup or like cricket. That's something I learned new here. They're playing everywhere, like inside of this restaurant.
I mean, you should know that while we film this video, the Ashes are currently underway, so...
And John is watching.
Yay!
And John is watching it all day, even on the phone while he's walking.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi,
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
oi, oi, oi,
Aussie.
oi,
Aussie.
oi,
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
oi, oi, oi.
Some people say maybe I was Chinese in a past life. I think you were Australian in a past life. Now let's try pizza shapes, the taste of my childhood.
Oh, it tastes the same.
Try, you gotta try.
I like it. For those who have some background of Chinese snacks, it's tasting very much like 菜园小饼.
Next up, violet crumble, basically honeycomb covered in chocolate.
It's interesting to taste.
I'm going to do an Amy and describe it. It's the smokiness of the honeycomb that flavours through with the rich, dark chocolate.
Milk chocolate.
That's sweet, but
Also salty.
also has a texture that just, the chocolate is crumbly, it's soft, but then the crunchiness of it just goes so well. It's so balanced.
And can I just say one more thing? Absolutely no umami.
So I thought since Jasmine tried some Aussie snacks, maybe I'd pick up some Chinese snacks for Dad to try from my local Chinese supermarket.
Shh, don't tell Mum. Since we're in the Chinese supermarket, I thought just in case her sweet and sour sauce doesn't work out, we'll get some substitutes. I've got a plum sauce here and a sweet and sour sauce. But you know, we'll keep our fingers crossed that her pineapple juice, apple cider vinegar, let's trust the process. This was not on the itinerary, but we've come across a butcher that's actually selling crocodile. What do you reckon, Mum? Should we try Shao crocodile?
Crocodile, well why not?
Looks like crocodile's also another very healthy meat. Look at the fat content compared to the others. So crocodile has 1.9 grams of fat per 100 grams. Compare that to lamb, which is 22, or chicken breast, 10.2.
How is it for the protein?
Protein is 21.1%.
Pretty good.
I mean, it's right up there with lamb,
A little bit under lamb, that's good.
but it's higher than chicken. Also quite reasonable. This is a kilo, it's a whole crocodile leg. It cost me $18.
Gee, that's all right.
It's pretty good.
So while Mum and I are about to whip up a storm in the kitchen, Dad will be our king of the barbecue.
So Dad, last time we lit a fire together, it was with the cow poo, remember?
Cow poo, I know. Cow poo lit. It was really good. But
I mean, we do have dog poo at our disposal.
I've got these fire lighters.
Look at that. We've got the Chinese barbecue going on.
I've got this lovely barbecue right here that I could use, but no.
Have you ever cooked with kangaroo or crocodile before?
Not cooked. I've eaten it. I don't really know how to cook it. So we'll see.
I did a bit of research. I
Yeah.
feel like we're going into this somewhat blind. None of us are chefs and we've never cooked with this meat and we're doing a lot of experimentation. But apparently when it comes to kangaroo, you want to cook it rare to medium rare only because kangaroo has almost no fat. Anything past medium is really dry and tough.
Yep.
So high heat, short time. And then when it comes to crocodile, apparently it's quite similar. Cook until just opaque with the crocodile.
Well, maybe I should have more coals.
I thought while you prepare the barbecue,
Yeah.
how about a drink of coconut?
Oh, nice.
A coconut drink.
Oh. The sexy lady on the coconut drink.
People say that if you drink this, you'll get a bigger bust.
I don't know, someone told me. I think you'll really like that. It's iconic.
Very sweet. Nice. Yeah.
I usually like to actually get it when I'm having xiaokao because I feel like the flavors.
Sorry?
It is better cold.
Better cold.
I just couldn't be bothered putting it in the fridge.
Might go good with coffee too. Have you made coffee with that?
I haven't. Do you want to try?
Yeah.
That looks nice.
Is this like a thing in China to have this coconut milk with coffee?
I haven't personally seen anyone use this one, but let's see how it tastes. If it works, I'm going to do this at home in Changchun.
This tastes like a slightly sweetened coffee. Nice.
Ooh. Yeah, it's nice. It's not overly creamy. It's just a little bit sweet. It actually reminds me a little bit of the taste of Luckin Coffee, their coconut one. That's my usual Luckin Coffee order. So can just make it at home. You want to try more? Mum's the fussiest coffee drinker among us all.
I don't hate it.
Oh, well
that's good. That's high praise.
Pretty good for me.
That's high praise, that sexy lady with the big boobs.
nice. Dad can feel them growing as he speaks. Okay, next snack. This is Italian red meat flavor.
I love chips.
And I wanted you to try this because this is Dirk's favorite flavor in
Italian
China.
red meat.
He eats this like every night. He needs to cut down on his chip intake, but he loves these. I mean, I haven't seen Dirk in a few weeks. As soon as I open this, I'm gonna be... Oh, that's the smell of Dirk. I would call him to get his reaction, but he's asleep.
It's like barbecue and salt and vinegar put together. It's got the salt and vinegar tang,
I guess so.
but it's got a barbecue.
Got a bit of a sourness.
It's got a barbecue profile.
Yeah, like a tangy barbecue.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Well, thanks, Jack. I'll eat these for you.
Anyway, it's time Mum and I got to start to our sauces and spices in the kitchen.
To be honest, cooking content, it's very difficult.
You may remember the last time I attempted cooking content.
Anyone out there who's watching this who is making food like cooking content, seriously, huge respect to you because I don't know how you do it without making a mess. I don't know if maybe that's just my problem. I'm just a very messy chef.
For my xiaokao spice mix, I'm combining cumin, chili powder, salt, and MSG.
Are you using a specific ratio?
No.
My taste buds are guiding me until it tastes just right, but I'm also adding a little bit of extra flair. One of my favorite xiaokao styles in China is from Yibin, where you dip your skewers into peanut powder, so I got me some peanut powder.
Oh, it makes peanut butter in your mouth.
Yeah, right? It's cool.
It's the weirdest thing I've ever had. Oh, it's good.
And I also have chili flakes because in Lanzhou they like to put their skewers in chili flakes, so I thought that could be fun.
That could make it. I think it might need the chili flakes.
Okay.
To elevate it, because the kangaroo meat can be a little bit bold flavour.
What I've decided is we're also gonna have 2 control skewers. One just plain crocodile, one plain kangaroo, so we can actually see which sauce is taking the meat and taking it to the next level.
Meanwhile, on Mum's side of the bench, I never knew sweet and sour sauce was so chaotic.
I mean, I personally have never made a sweet and sour sauce, but check out the ingredients that go into it. Apple cider vinegar, pineapple juice, tomato sauce, oyster sauce, soy sauce, and what's this one you got going?
Worcestershire sauce.
So random.
You see the difference between Mum cooking? Mum measures everything, Amy just goes.
Quite watery.
It's gonna pick up.
Are you already dishing Mum's sauce?
Look how thick it's getting. Look.
Can I try?
It's
It's
very
very hot. She's just
very hot. It's like
It just came off the stove.
Okay, let's see.
What's with the little finger?
This is how the chefs do it.
Pretty good. It's really balanced.
Oh, Mum.
oh, excuse me.
You're in trouble, I think.
And may I say how offended I am when I came down this morning and look what I found on the table. She doesn't even trust me enough
To make your own
make
sweet
my own sweet and sour sauce. She actually went and bought this.
I bought 2. I bought this
and
one
you
as
bought
well,
plum sauce.
just in case.
Oh, well, thanks for your vote of confidence.
Wow, Mum, that's really good. I'm
Really good.
very impressed.
I've never had kangaroo before without a sweet sauce. Like when I've had it at a restaurant, they're always with a sweet sauce.
Well, I have a personal theory that I've never had any ingredient that does not taste good with Chinese xiaokao spices. So
Okay, well, this is the challenge.
get your pinky in that and have a taste of my spices.
It's good. It's cuminy, salty.
It's umami. I put MSG in it.
You love your umami, don't you? Or you know what's going to be great?
No, we're not mixing.
Yes.
No.
Yes, no, salty and sweet and sour.
Mum, can I get a ruling?
No.
We're not doing that.
Hey, I'm the judge. What do you mean you're ruling?
You're the judge, we're the chefs.
Well, now we've prepared our spices and sauces, let's prepare the meat.
So it looks like kangaroo is like a red meat.
Very red, very lean.
that.
There's just no fat in that. That's
Absolutely no fat. Skewering the kangaroo, and Mum's just gotten out the crocodile. How's the crocodile leg look?
Wow.
Oh, it's like fillets,
Oh,
okay.
okay. This is interesting. That's its leg.
It
see?
looks a lot like chicken, doesn't it?
It really does. If I saw this, I would think it's chicken. Oh, you want to try some crocodile, do you, doggies?
In any other situation, the crocodile would be eating Bella. But here
No,
Bella
there we
is.
go. Bella gives her the 2 thumbs up. Yeah, she says, that's what I'm talking about.
Bella, I think, was a Chinese dog in past life. She loved Xiao Kao. Last time,
Oh, the hearts.
the hearts, she went nuts for the hearts.
Bella is obsessed with these hearts. She keeps whining and begging for more hearts. Through this process, I think I'm realizing why you've never seen crocodile Xiao. It is incredibly hard to work with.
It's tough
It's
meat.
so tough. I mean, even just trying to get it, like it's a nice big chunk of meat there. Oh man, it's really, you have to put a lot of force. So these ones are not gonna look pretty. This is what we're working with the crocodile skewers. But the kangaroo, that is a dream to skewer. It slides through like butter.
So we're getting those on the barbecue first.
It smells very meaty.
I know it's not the most appetizing smell, but maybe you just need some more Xiao spice on it.
It's something on it.
Dad, do you remember the technique that you learned about how to do Chinese barbecue?
And what do you say?
Kao chuar.
Kashuai!
Kao chuar.
Kaoshua!
Kao chuar.
Kaoshua!
Dad, you need some Rosetta Stone.
Okay, well, I think that's medium rare.
We've added the Xiao spice to some, but left a few plain for the sweet and sour sauce to go on later.
Let's do this.
Okay.
We have. It doesn't smell great.
It's a bit gamey.
Let's try our control. Here's like a nice close up for any of you interested at home.
Looks very nice.
It does look nice.
It looks medium rare.
Yeah,
Here you go, Mama.
it does look medium rare. Very tender.
Very tender.
It has a little bit of a metallic-y ting to it.
A very meaty taste.
But then the aftertaste hit me.
No, honestly, it's not my
No,
favorite meat. The aftertaste, I'm not a fan. Let's get something else in the palate
Okay,
right
let's.
Yeah.
now. Ugh. Oh, I'm not a fan of that. Ooh. Really, they've won the evolutionary jackpot. They're cute, they're not a threat to humans, and their meat tastes bad. So kangaroo's just ruling Australia at this stage. Okay, so this is the one with the
Xiao
Xiao spice.
It kind of kills the flavour of the meat.
Oh, it's
So
good.
that's actually okay.
That's okay. That's good.
Now let's see how it tastes with the peanut butter powder.
That's even better.
That's good.
That's nice.
With the Xiao Kao spices and the peanut butter, it's better.
Now one more thing.
Oh boy.
Can't believe I'm the one doing this, but that needs chili spice.
I like it with the. Oh, that's good too.
That is better.
As far as I'm concerned, this is not a failure because I do not like the taste of that kangaroo
Yeah, on its
without
own. No.
without any spices. And I feel like when you added the cumin and stuff, it took out all of the sing wei and that like weird aftertaste and that metallic-y taste. But let's see how your sweet sauce works.
Here we go. Let's try it.
I like it. I like it a lot, but I think I like that more.
Yes!
Oh,
You taste more of the meat with that sauce.
you're right. You still have that kangaroo taste.
I think the Xiao Kao wins.
Yes, my theory holds true.
I would
Nothing
get-
tastes bad with Chinese Xiao Kao spice.
We've still got the crocodile to go.
I actually think for this round, the sweet and sour is gonna work better with the crocodile.
But let's see how it tastes without any toppings first.
Oh, it's tough.
It is chewy.
But I like the taste of it more than kangaroo for sure.
Yeah.
Got a nice
Quite
taste.
mild. A little bit sweet.
It's a nice tasting meat, actually. I have to say that's
It's tougher. The kangaroo was better meat. You just got to get used to that gamey flavour.
This round, we're going to try the sweet and sour flavor first.
nice.
If I was starving on a deserted island, I'd have it.
I'd have
and
it.
I'd be happy with it. Shall we try the Xiao Kao one?
And I think I prefer the sweet and sour, to be
You guys
honest.
prefer the sweet and sour?
Okay, well one
Look, it's good. It is good. I'm not going to take it away from it because yes, everything does taste better with Xiao
It
Kao.
is good.
But I think the sweet and sour actually works better.
That's the bomb. Try the
That is
Xiao Kao with a bit of that.
Xiao Kao and sweet and sour.
You wouldn't wait for a desert island. You'd have that in a restaurant.
That's good.
Salty. It's just
You
it
were
was too
right.
much vinegar.
You know what? Dad
with
was
the
right.
salt, it's brought the vinegar down.
It does taste better with both. Well, I feel like we've all won today. You had a suggestion that we laughed at. I know it was actually very good. Mum, you won with the sweet and sour with the
Sweet and sour.
crocodile. I won with the kangaroo and the Xiao Kao spices. But our video is not over. I've got a dessert for you. Yeah, we're all still chewing. We'll be chewing for the next day. Crocodile is...
Well, at least that cut of crocodile. It's very chewy.
We have dessert, our tofu puddings, our tofu creme brulee. I prepared these yesterday first. I found this recipe on Instagram. Basically, I'm just gonna put the silken tofu directly into a blender, then 75 grams of sugar, 75 grams of coconut cream, vanilla bean paste,
And a pinch of salt. Then it's all blended together, added to a saucepan with cornstarch slurry to slowly heat up and thicken. Man, look at that. Before adding to ramekins.
If this tastes actually good, I will poo my pants. Do you want to try this?
I would love to try.
Spoon for you.
Spoon for
a
me.
spatula for me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's very nice.
Yeah,
Really nice, actually.
it's very soft. I like the texture.
It's delicious, like the coconutty and
Yeah, it's a bit-
vanilla-y and
Bit coconutty. But as you know with creme brulee, you need to fire the top
I bought a blowtorch.
So Dad's got his like massive
I've got choices of blowtorch.
What the F?
I'm a handyman. What can I say? I've got that for whims, for when you want a bit of a flame. But if you're,
my one.
hey, back off, it's mine.
Is that yours?
Mine, that's what I was looking
Mum's been looking for the last 20 minutes for a blowtorch.
That was my blowtorch.
I want that
That's
one.
a blowtorch.
So how does this creme brulee work, Mum?
Well, you basically just sprinkle sugar over the top, and then with the high heat, it just makes a toffee, essentially. That's a better one. That's specifically for it. It's much more controlled
Yeah, this
flame.
is very
That's
strong. That's for.
yeah. Oh, you got safety glasses.
Okay.
It started off quite promising with the only blowtorch actually designed for kitchen use, but after a few puffs it ran out of gas, so we switched to the heavy duty one that had Mum and I very worried.
This is just a burnt house waiting to happen.
It's too hot.
Okay, I'll start this one.
Oh, that's it.
Somehow we've got 3 blowtorches, but none of them work.
But a lot of patience and butane and propane and whatever fuels this menagerie of blowtorches later, we'd arrived at something somewhat resembling creme brulee.
Here we go. Oh, that'll be good. Hear the crunch. Oh. Hello.
Dad, I made you creme brulee. That's nice.
It's not creme brulee.
What does it taste like?
Oh, tofu.
Me!
What is it?
It's tofu.
It is tofu.
It's a tofu creme brulee.
I'm not liking it. You know what's going to go well with that? Wait.
gonna pull out chocolate sauce. Like mine.
I'm a chocolate ice cream man myself, but I think for this,
Ooh, okay.
now that's a creme brulee. Now if you put the sugar on that,
Okay, now it tastes like the Bing Dong Hua from Chengdu. As we sit here surrounded by blowtorches, that'll bring us to the end of today's food adventure. I'm happy that it's ending on a high. This is definitely the best thing that came out of today, this tofu pudding.
I'm finishing this.
But yeah, I don't think I'll ever be cooking with those 2 meats again. It's been a very experimental episode today. It's something I've always wanted to do. So this episode had to happen at some point so I can move on and see past what kangaroo shell would taste like. So now I'm officially over that hurdle. I'm ready to enjoy the rest of 2026 without this weird thought at the back of my head, because now I've got the weird aftertaste at the back of my throat. That's going to bring us to the end of today's food adventure. Thank you for being a part of it, Mum and Dad. Thanks for helping me cook.
Pleasure.
And I will see you next week. Goodbye from Australia. Bye.